I'm trying to energize myself because I'm about to talk a lot of shit. This lot of shit is actually a truth. It's just that I was not ready for it. I was not ready to be the one who actually talk about this stuff. But you know what? There is a reason why we have to be a whistleblowers. It's a reason why I don't like talking about them. I don't fucking like talking about celebrities. I don't fucking like talking about them because most of them have a most disgusting vibe. They have a most disgusting souls. They're disgusting people. They're so evil. They're so fucking wicked. Every time whenever I have to talk about them, I get tired. But another thing I've noticed, they don't want me to speak. They don't want me to tell you guys about shit that I see, because every time when it's not the first time I'm making a video about celebrities, so every time when I do it, I feel weird about it after, but it's okay. It's so fucking okay. So the video that I'm actually making today is about uh why celebrities never share how they actually make money. This is actually, I got this download and I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I have to be a fucking whistleblower? But I'm like, it's okay. Why celebrity don't speak about the fact that they are actually how they make money? And I know I'm not the only one who was actually at some point in their life idolize these people. At some point in their life got curious about how these celebrities are actually making money. Here we go again. How these celebrities are actually making money, but I'm not the only one who have such questions regarding how celebrities are actually making money. Okay, the download that I actually got is the fact that they can't share how they're actually making money because they sign contract, and the contract is you don't reveal what is actually happening while you are in. You don't reveal the deal, the contract that you sign with whoever. Probably like you are an actor, or a musician, because you won't know that whoever you sign into is actually abusive. You won't know the fact that the people that you actually signing for the record forever is actually evil, wicked. They take advantage of people who actually new vulnerable, who are actually looking forward to be a public figure, or looking forward to have their dreams coming true. So eventually they will go through a process whereby they have to sign contract not to reveal anything. That's why most of them, whenever they celebrate, are finally letting go of whoever they sign contract to. Whenever they start speaking out, they experience a lot of phase in their life where their life is ruined, or maybe they will have difficulty coming back because they're revealing secret what is actually happening behind the scene. Not only that, because celebrities are not only on entertainment industry, it's not only sport, it's not only um what else, like the entertainment industry, because entertainment is kind of wild. It's huge. It's not only actors, musician, sport people. It can be any, but wherever they have to sign contract, they have to agree with the terms that are actually going on, and those terms are extremely shitty. They are extremely shit because at the time they were looking forward to be what, to be seen, to be have their dreams coming true, because most of the time people actually sign contract, it's usually the most vulnerable one. Sometimes you are coming from a place of being desperate to be recognized, coming from a place, or when is my time, whatsoever. So whenever you're desperate, whenever you're vulnerable, you tend to attract a lot of shit things, a lot of shit people who gonna abuse the fact that you're in that phase. It's not only that, not all celebrities are shitty, not all celebrities are shit people. Some Another reason why celebrities will never share how they make money, they do spell work. They do spell work and act like they don't know shit about it. They fucking do spell work. I'm talking about those celebrities that you watch on TV. They do fucking spell work. And most of the time, it's usually the dark spell work, not the light spell. It's okay to use spell work to get a job. It's okay to use spell work to get by, as long as you are not harming anyone. You're not harming anyone in it, as long as you are truthfully, as long as you are, because the spell work, I believe that the reason why God created plants that can be used in that manner, because he knew that we have to use it's said that a lot of people, because I've realized that I used to ask myself, how did these people actually know the fact that I need to use this spell work to do, I need to do a graveyard, how do they get that information from? My curiosity got me to the point that I finally had conversation, not me speaking to him, but him speaking to me. I finally have conversation with Satan. I finally, like, I used to think Satan, it ain't real, how these celebrities ended up selling their soul, how they celebrate whatsoever. Because selling your soul can be a contract form, but selling your soul, it can be spiritual form too. I finally heard Satan's voice, and he speak exactly like God. The only difference with Satan, with devil himself, when he's speaking to you, he give you shittest advice. Whenever it done talking to you, probably you ended up waking up, because most of the time things are happening spiritual before they happen in real life. So what happened is, he speak like God, like God. I swear but I had a lot of questions. Like when I woke up, I was like, wait, because he wanted me to be Rihanna. If I don't get me wrong, Rihanna is pretty and she's a billionaire. She's pretty, blah 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 blah. But I don't desire to be Rihanna. I don't see herself. I don't see myself as Rihanna. I don't see myself being an industry hoe. I don't see myself being a person who's actually living like Rihanna. I don't have anything that I actually admire. Besides, back in the days, I used to admire her fashion sense. I used to admire her not giving a fuck attitude, which is cute, because at the end of the day, sometimes you need to have that attitude. It's just that you need to know when you have supposed to have a sense of shame. I like that about her. I just like the fact that she don't give a fuck. Like, she doesn't give a fuck. But I realized it was just a fuckhead. She does give a fuck. She does. Like, she fucking does. Like, recently, I just know that she's not happy. She's so fucking not happy. And they want me to be that woman. Don't get me wrong. There was a time that I wish to be someone who's actually an actor, because I did love acting, because most of the time I used to fantasize about the fact that me being a script writer, me writing cartoons, me being there, me using my voice. Like, I did have dreams like that. I did. But I realized I was being protected from that shit. So they want me to be fucking Rihanna. And when I in that dream, what happened is, it was like I was having mango. Like, I'm a huge fan of mango, and I also noticed Rihanna is also a huge fan of mango. I'm a huge fan of fruit that have water, such as orange, but not anymore with orange, because it does something with my stomach. It doesn't sit well anymore. Plums, mango, especially fish mango, but you just had to use a knife or whatever. I've not okay. Rihanna love mango, and I also do. In the dream, I was eating mango and I was in the beach. I love ocean, and I also know Rihanna love ocean. Like, that how much that how much devil will try to make you believe that you're supposed to be this. So like, you won't even know until you wake up and you'll be like having question, because most of the time Satan, devil come in your life when you're about to elevate, when you have about to have a breakthrough, when you, he will try to make you believe that this is how you're supposed to, because I'm trying to make you understand that Satan himself can come to you, devil himself can come to you, and you believe like it's a God voice. Because I had God's voice, but obviously sometimes God don't speak to me with his voice every time. Like he show me what I need to do, show me where I need to be, I show me who I need to help, because I don't dream for me myself only. I'm a fucking prophet, so I dream about a lot of shit. So with Rihanna, I'm just trying to make you understand how far Satan can go, how far the devil can go to make you distracted from your own path. In that dream, like I love ocean. I always resonate with mermaid. I always resonate with water. And I'm not just Rihanna love water. Rihanna usually in the, and she grew up in the island. I'm obsessed with living island life, and I know it's part of my destiny to be one of the countries that's actually island like. Whether it's a temporal stay or permanent stay, I don't fucking know, but I know that it's part of my destiny to be around island. That how far Satanic could go. I'm trying to make you understand the similarities with me and Rihanna. Rihanna have daddy issues. I have daddy issues, but not everything is actually common. Rihanna have a daddy issues, and I had, after like I've been dreaming of Rihanna, being told I should be Rihanna. I had a lot of people trying to compliment me, like, "Wow, you look like Rihanna," and I was like, where were they when I was actually in high school? Where were they when I was actually in university? Because now, ever since I've been dreaming of Rihanna, being told to be Rihanna, don't get me wrong, Rihanna never put spell work on me. It's just that devil failed to make me an actor, failed to make me a rapper, because I've been recruited to be a fucking rapper, I've been recruited to be a fucking actor, but I refused because it didn't feel right. It doesn't feel right with my spirit, because I know once I become a rapper, I will be just distracted from the fact that I have to be a healer. I have to be a fucking shaman, because they don't want me to be continued with this, because I guess they knew that I'll be revealing a lot, because even right now I don't even like the dreams that I'm actually having. I don't like the information that I get about celebrities. I guess they knew that I will speak about the shit. That's why they tried by almost to distract me. But I refuse. I refuse to go for entertainment industry, because it's there's dark shit around that whatever. And then in that dream, I was eating mango. I was in the ocean, like wearing a bikini, and like they were trying to shift my body to Rihanna. Like in the dream, I was like, wait, I'm bigger than Rihanna, right? I'm like my body like shifting. Not only that Rihanna have the smallest breast, I have a big breast, and I was like, why my body is looking like Rihanna? I'm like, it like. Do you know why things are flinching? Like when you're looking and watching a move, and then flinch to another person, to another person. I don't know. Oh, have you ever watched Professor, not Professor, by the the main cast? It was Ed, was it Eddie Murphy, whereby he was actually a professor that actually changing his body to be big and what. So my body was flinching like that. It was flinching to my own body, flinching to, but my soul was still my soul. The only difference is how they were trying to make me Rihanna in the dream. I was like, when I woke up, I was like, the only thing that was positive about that dream is the fact that I'm around ocean. The other things, and also I was eating mango. That's it. And I was like, I remember I woke up that day and I searched Rihanna's around the ocean, and I was like, wait. Obviously, when I actually had that dream, I was trying to understand, because I gave myself some time to understand why is exactly I had to dream of Rihanna. Why exactly that happened? Because I need to be sure of what I'm saying before I actually talk about it. So they were trying to make me Rihanna, because they failed to make me go to entertainment instead, because I know I would die there. They want me dead. They want me gone. Gone, 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 gone. Because obvious, most rappers they die and we never found out how they killed. Even Aliyah was killed, but nobody ever knew what happened to her. It's just another story, another story. It's just a lot of garbage around entertainment in this entertainment industry. So not only that, these celebrities, they sold their soul. They won't tell you that. the reason why they will never share how they make money, they sold their soul. And I used to wonder, my question was like, how do they sell their soul? It was because maybe they're doing music that they don't like, or maybe it was because of what, maybe like the person that are actually meeting, they are telling them the fact that this is how you're gonna do music. Or for example, I noticed like Black American, African American in America, whenever they're making what do you call, music, they always go for gangster. I don't understand the why they have to be a gangster music, why it has to be guns, blah blah blah, killing. Like the song by Rihanna as well as her man, A$AP Rock, I didn't like the song. I was like, when I watched it, I was so disgusted. I was like, what the fuck, like what the fuck about guns and shit. I'm like, okay, I get it, they sold their soul and stuff, but shit, like that's the only thing that we're supposed to be known about, because we are more than guns, thugs, and pulling guns and whatsoever. Like that shit, what was shittest song ever. I forget it's title, but it's a latest song by A$AP Rock and featured Rihanna as a model, I suppose. So the reason why they don't tell you how they make money, I know I'm not the only one who was actually curious about this. They sold their soul, and devil come exactly as God's voice. Those people were peak spiritual way long before we knew about it. That's why a lot of celebrities are unhappy. That's why when another celebrity start to come out and talk about this shit, their content is not promoted as much. Some of them have struggled to go back. They have struggled to be to be recognized. They don't get roles as before. And another thing is, these celebrities help each other. For example, John Depp helped Amber Heard to get a role in Aquaman. There was connection. It's something that we all know. Connection is not genuine. We all know that when we're a person who have integrity, you'll be ashamed of how we actually got the role. It's not because of your talent. She didn't get that role. Amber Heard didn't get that role through through the fact that she didn't get her role through her talent. She got her role through a talent, through a connection with the fact that she was actually with John Depp. She got that role not through authentic way. So they can't share that. They can't share that. Of course, they will lie interview like, I got that role, blah 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 blah. No, I know that with whatever entertainment industry, what is actually happening, like for example, when you they have a role for you, some because of your skill or because of your talent, they're gonna call you, be like, hey, we actually have a role, this, can you come and see what's up, because obviously it's the manager involved picking up a role for you. um Project, which one project you're gonna take, which project you're gonna take, because the manager who does that. But that is actually like understandable. But most of them, they won't share how they get money. They won't share because they're doing a lot of shady shit. They are doing a lot of shady shit and they're not proud of it, even if they lie and say because I'm saying this, not all celebrities are shady as fuck. Some do things on the ticket. Some do things with integrity, do things with a lot of passion, love, as well as without connection, without bribe. They don't bribe. Not all celebrities actually bribe to get by. Some do, because some they do. They do. And also, I'm just gonna talk about other South, like other entertainment industry, because it's not only America that have a shit entertainment industry. It's just that because how the influence it has, it been popping a lot in my dreams. It's been popping a lot of the information around it. The other one, like I've noticed the fact that Korean entertainment industry, specifically South Korean entertainment industry, is going up. The entertainment industry, Korean entertainment industry, the K-pop entertainment industry is going up. It's another shit. And I've been seeing those I'm just gonna reveal them because I don't think it's a good idea not to talk about these celebrities. In a dream, I dream of this guy. I don't know his name. I'm not a huge fan of his work, but I'm not even don't even remember his name. But I've saw his face. The funny fact, I didn't want to see his face, but I had to see his face because I had to speak about it. In a dream, I don't know. Do you see this? Walk of love. I know that I write sexy. My writing is sexy, so I'm just gonna try to make you unsee. It's actually here on YouTube. Walk, walk of love. It's supposed to be like this. I don't know. So the walk of love, not the main. The guy was actually a loan shark in that Korean drama. I don't know whether it had 20 episode or 19 episode. And that guy, they revealed to me, is married. The sad part, he's actually married. He's fucking married. He's so fucking married. So in the dream, they show me as he is a pedophile. He's someone who's actually dating school girls. He's having sexual relationship with the schoolgirls. And I did Google him. Does he have any scandal around this situation? Because I don't like talking about something. Sometimes I'm like, what if I'm just wrong? But they show me this guy is actually a pedophile, which makes sense why I watch his work. I think it was a movie Flu. I'm not sure whether it was him on the movie Flu before COVID. That movie popped on my recommendation on YouTube before COVID happened. It was, I think it was 2019 somewhere, and then COVID-19 happened exactly as the flu, but not exactly. But I'm just showing like the similarities. That movie popped up and I watched it. It got me emotionally, and I didn't realize why I'm going emotionally. I knew there was something's gonna happen, but I didn't know it was gonna be COVID or anything like that. So I usually have, I know that there are also something that's coming, but I don't know exactly what is coming. So I'm just gonna, beside water shortage, as well as everything's going up, inflation is rising in South Africa, and I know other countries too, because it's more like a recession. I'm going through that phase, I don't know. So this guy was shown he's actually like a pedophile. He goes for young student, he forced himself to them. Okay, another one that was shown, Park Bogum. Park Bogum, he hit my ass like this, and I was like, I know that he watched my content. Park Bogum, I don't know whether I found him on Instagram or here, but judging the conversation I had with him in the dream, I feel like he know my YouTube. Even though it has 19 subscribers, I know that Nigga know about my YouTube, but it's okay. So he hit my ass, and I was like, I didn't like that. I don't like that. Wes, I don't know you like that. You don't know me like that. So I'm just gonna let it out. But also saw, it's the second time that I actually saw Pablo. It's just that I forget his name. Like it is. I'm not so used to his watching his work. The only work that I actually watched of him, it was 1988. But somehow I didn't like him. I have so much similarities with the character that he played, but I don't like. I don't know. I guess it's him. Like I didn't like his spirit. I didn't like his vibe, because when we're into it, sometimes you're watching like, what's up? What's wrong? But like a script would be so fine, but I find it difficult most of the time to watch certain actors because of that. But that's the only project I watch of him. When Encounter was actually recommended, I didn't watch it. I didn't, because of the main character, the woman. The woman. Let me write it down. It's a Full House. I used to have a thing for the rain. I don't know why I always have a thing for Asian men. Full House. I think it's 1999, no, 2006 or 2005. The Full House. Full House. It's a Korean drama. Uh, full. What the fuck? all right things, I don't know. Full House, is it a Full House with The Rain, who's actually a singer, actor. I didn't like the main character, the woman in it. She's demonic. I saw her in her face shape shift to a demon. Same thing with Park Bokam. They shape shift to a fucking demon. And I knew these people are actually evil. These celebrities are fucking evil. I know celebrities who are actually watching my content, but not all of them. I think it's because of the way chosen one, because some of them they wish they were chosen one, but God knew what he's doing, so don't get mad at us. So that's how it was. They don't have a fucking wisdom to share with you. They're gonna try to cope and like, I make money like this, I make no. They don't have a fucking wisdom. They're just pretty. They just good looking. People actually mimic whatsoever. So people who make money by lying, I know not all actors are disgusting people. Not all of them. People who can make money by lying, why do you think you're gonna have something honest coming out from their mouth? Have you ever wondered why you never saw Beyonce wearing hair design? She only wear her design when she's actually promoting it, but you never find paparazzi actually with Beyonce wearing her design. Have you ever wondered why? It's ugly as fuck. Don't get me wrong. I know we all have our different design. We design our own clothes. We just have our own style. But these celebrities are fucking disgusting. Like, why would you design something that you won't even wear? Why do you want us to? Because you are Beyonce, your brand is because you are Beyonce. The brand is because you are. Which other artists they have the most disgusting outfit? Like fashion. I'm not gonna lie. Kanye West, I was even surprised. Like, I love his style. Like his shoes brand. Fuck. Like, I like his ideas with whatsoever. So I'm not gonna mention him right now. But Beyonce, how can you have a maroon cap, a maroon top, a maroon whatever legging whatsoever? Because it did have a color like that, and I'm like, those clothes are ugly as fuck. It's just that they fit you well. Like, she have the most disgusting. When it's come to sense of style, she sucks. She's fucking sucks. I'm not gonna act like I don't see that. She sucks. I'm not gonna talk like I know Beyonce's been attacking me, but it's fine. I know God deal with her shit because I'm like, he's tired of these motherfuckers who don't inspire to his children. Just because you sold your soul, it doesn't mean you cannot like change your life and be better. Try to do things, but like, I do give people opportunities to change, give opportunities to be in a position where like maybe one day they will change, but I know some they won't. But like, why would, like, people would buy things because it's Beyonce? Why would you buy something that is so fucking ugly that you can't even wear multiple times? You just have to wait because it's still popular. And then after that, you can't even wear it. Have you ever seen Beyonce wearing her brand, wearing her design outside? Have you? Have you ever saw paparazzi shooting what she wore, what she designed? Hell no. Hell no. Because that bitch, she was doing it for money. These celebrities will never give you wisdom how they make money because they don't have it. They don't have creativity even. The only thing that they have, it's a fucking voice. Obviously, the lyrics that they get, I get lyrics too. How to make music, I get lyrics too. What to talk about. It's the same thing with them because they're working for devil. You're gonna give them lyrics that are shitty as fuck. But okay, sometimes the lyrics are make sense. But the purpose with the music, with them, it's disgusting. With acting too, there's some things that you actually watch and you be like, what did I just watch? It's like it felt like it snatched your soul instead of because obviously when you're watching TV you want to be uplifted. When you are watching music or listening to music you want to be energized whatsoever. But you don't get that. They won't tell you until you are actually there. The thing is, when notice that Georgia Cat is no longer talking about the fact that she was not expecting entertainment industry to be like that, because now she finally being tamed. She finally being tamed to be a industry whole, because eventually they were searching another Beyonce. There's especially like, I'm not gonna lie, there was a time I ever even said that line. that, oh, like Beyonce and Rihanna make like the entertainment industry to be better. I even said that myself. And I was like, when I'm looking back, I'm like, what did I just say? Right now, Doja Cat is they're feeling that. And if you look at Doja Cat and Rihanna, they have a lot of similarities. I mentioned that America entertainment industry, they make these people to be fucking copies, to be clone of who and who. If you notice Rihanna and Doja Cat, both of them they have I don't give a fuck attitude. Both of them, I think Rihanna is mixed. She's because her mother is black, but her father is actually mixed, which make her also mixed. So they have a similarities. Doja Cat is mixed. Her father is black, her mother is white, so she's actually mixed. Not only that, she's come with a different style with her music, which was the same with Rihanna. She was different. Not only that, obvious all artists are different. It's just I'm just trying to make you see the similarities with them. Another thing, they were skinny as fuck. Look how skinny. Look how skinny Doja Cat is. Look how skinny Rihanna was when she was in the phase of making music. Look how much she looked. Both of them are weight lovers. They love weight. They won't tell how they make music. They have to smoke weed all the fucking time. They don't smoke weed because they want to calm down. They smoke weed because they have to be creative. That's how they're so fucking codependent on this weed shit. They're so codependent in this drug shit. They're so codependent or whatsoever. Do you think when Ariana Grande released music, because I don't know whether she finally stopped using drugs, she lied like I don't use drugs, blah blah blah. I know you do, honey. I know you fucking do. I know Ariana Grande is actually into drugs. I don't know anymore whether now because she's been quiet. I don't know, maybe she's creating another album because it can take time. So I'm just making like to see these people won't tell you how they make music. They won't tell what there was actually a girl that actually pop up or as a recommendation here, and I watched that video but I didn't finish it. When she mentioned that how she made how Kanye West asked him to come in the studio, and she told him to take her clothes off and to twerk, and he started being creative, started to writing songs. How can you write song with like that? Hmm? Huh? I don't mean to judge. I know people creativity can be stimulated in a different way, but they don't have a fucking wisdom. Trust me. They have to use the dark way in order to have the fucking lyrics. The only time that I ever like this album makes sense. Like I'm not gonna lie. As much as Nicki Minaj, I know she sold her soul. Her album, especially like the last album that I was like, I don't know which album number it was a single. The when she released the song, I don't need no fraud. Take a side, take a side. That song, that was the last time I approved Nicki Minaj songs, and I was like, I'm done because most of the music makes sense if you have been through ups where you've been being attacked a lot. You're confident, everything you're being attacked. That album will make sense, but you will realize as you become more spiritual, more in tune with yourself, you don't even like listening to these motherfuckers. You're just gonna go there because the music you know you've been listening to them. You're gonna be like, okay, this music it pop up. I'm just gonna go look at lyrics, or maybe I'm just gonna play them to understand what is it. Because most of the time we communicate through music too. Our ancestors, God used music to us to communicate, to make us feel comfort or give us hope to understand what is going on. Because sometimes we don't even understand how we feel about ourselves, our emotions, whatsoever. Another thing is not only like entertainment industry though. I'm just gonna talk about YouTube too. YouTube is becoming a most disgusting app. Most disgusting did I say app? Is it an app? No, fuck it, yeah, it's an app. So since a lot of people now becoming YouTubers, issues are starting to happen. The money is running out. This and this and that. So don't be so fucking surprised when you see YouTube giving you like a weird vibe. It's true. Something's going on with YouTube. I don't know fucking know. But I also know that a lot of people are getting calm, especially those YouTubers who have been paid to spread false information, who are being paid to recruit people to do a lot of things. It can be vaccination, because we know vaccination, there's some shit going on with vaccination. Some YouTubers got money from it. They sold their soul, they do that. So they won't tell you what is happening. There's actually one guy who actually talk or finally reveal the fact that how did they actually make um YouTube money, how did it go about whatsoever. And that guy sold his soul. And you know what God, because God hate motherfuckers who don't change. He give you chances to be better, but you choose to busy selling shit information to his children, and you think like you gonna get away with it. And that guy got cancer. He was so fucking young. He used to stream, he used to play games, but he didn't tell what is actually happening on the background. He only revealed the good, and the viewers were going up, blah 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 blah, and eventually he had to speak the truth because he was dying. He had to speak the truth, and the nigga died. He was a YouTuber. I don't know his name though. Like he would talk about what's actually happening on the background instead of always try coming like everything's going well. He was receiving a lot of things. He acted like those brand were actually a real whatsoever. Because the thing is, I can let me just, for example, like let's just say I sell clothes, like, or I sell clothes, probably I specialize in like graphic ones, and whatsoever. And then my clothes are not bought, obviously, and I struggle with getting customers and whatsoever. So I'm just gonna go and advertise them, knowing exactly these clothes I don't wear them, knowing exactly these clothes are disgusting. There's some shit going on. I'll lie, even say that the clothes are actually health conscious, knowing exactly they're not. I'm just talking about that kind of thing. People selling us. Eventually, then Nikani had to open up. He had to speak because God didn't like how he was maneuvering life. So he gave him cancer and he died. Like he gave him like a few months, and in that few months he was trying to do things right, and he did. What another thing that I wanted to share? They celebrate won't tell you how they make money. There's some shit going on in the background that you don't know about. That's why a lot of them, when they finally let go of being an industry whole, they go broke. They go fucking broke. If they're not going broke, it's like they never existed. Have you ever come across that girl, clueless, clueless? I think she was mixed too. Like she's 50 something now, and the way they were trying to use her, I know that she was being paid too. She was used to act like black people don't matter. She was always against a lot of things that are actually black people, supporting black people. Because eventually, the reason why there's actually days whereby actually reserved for African, like whatsoever, especially like over the country, is because African were put through like they were put through racism. They were not allowed in a lot of places. Didn't have restaurant. They were have to fight to be in an educational institution. We have education that was not full. I want to say in a, like we're given education that is shitty, while other race were given education that is not shitty. Black people were not allowed to be in the same toilet as other race. They were not allowed to be in a certain place whatsoever. So she was used to act like she didn't know that. She was like, used to be told like how it's been years ago. Like if, for example, in South Africa, we started to vote 28 years ago in 1994. Do you want to tell me that African people are not supposed to be have African Day? they are not supposed to have this and this recognition, because even right now, even if it's 28 years, we still get being discriminated. I know it's not only black people who got the science kind of treatment, but I do know African black people, I were always being a threat. We are fucking popping, because the thing is, if you don't have an issue with your race, why are you bothered with other people? The fact that you are around, they're so fucking scared of us. And I like the fact that people are opening up, especially the people of other race. They're opening up about things that they try to hide. They were trying to hide the fact that we're Egyptian. We're trying to hide the fact that black people were actually Jewish. They're trying to hide a lot of shit, and that shit is no longer hideable, because God is tired of their ass, and black people are fucking rising. Not because they are rising now, other race, no. It's just making things to be in order. It's so fucking tired of the fact that black people have to go through that. That's why a lot of black people now are fucking leaving America. That's why a lot of black people now are fucking speaking a lot. It's because it's fucking time. It's fucking time they stop treating us as if we are a disease whatsoever. Because the thing is, even if we are darks, every race have their own thugs. There are thugs in Asian people. There are thugs in white people. There are thugs in whatever race that you are actually in. They act like it's only black people, and they were trying to make this scenario as something that is normal with the creation that we're making. They were, look at how DMX usually go for gangster roles, and I was like, I like this dude, but I don't understand why you go for this roles. I like this, sometimes you'll be like, it always give you the same shit energy, like the same energy. But when you're looking at other actors, they usually get roles that are actually different. It's rare where you find like a white actor in America having the same way with their music. I'm just gonna make example because I like this guy, Patrick. Is it Patrick? The guy that actually had. I'm just gonna have like it was the most loving. Um, he acted Dirty Dancing. I just love that. I don't know. I just love that movie. I don't know. It's just like I know it was a cocky and blah 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 in that, but I just love that. I don't know. Like I used to love that guy. Like I used to, and I tend to watch most of his old stuff. Like I'm like he used to act different roles. Obviously, like he used to act different roles, but you will never find him all the time being like gunman, blah, blah, blah. But DMX was almost like 90% of his movies when it was, even if it was featured, it was not a main actor. Him, gun, gun. I'm like, why always black people? Like, or maybe the black person in there is actually a maid. Like, he's tired of that shit. He's fucking tired. Like, he's so fucking tired of that. Even the role that they get, like, it's like, oh, we're just doing it for the sake of doing it. But I know it's not only that, because I also notice even Asian, when they are moved to America as well as Indian. Indian, I know they're part of Asian, but I'm just gonna specify with. I wanna say the Chinese, like I don't know how to actually. This let me. You know what? I'm just gonna shut up with the race shit. But it's happening. They act like, "Hi, it happened this. Chinese is like, we're supposed to move on, move on, move on. Where are we moving on? But you are not. You're all not fucking moving forward. But racist is everywhere. I'm not gonna lie, because I have a racist mother. I have a fucking racist. Like I will usually ask her, what happened? Like what will happen if I come with a white guy? And she's like, I'm like, okay, Indian guy, because I used to have a thing for Indian. Like I don't understand the connection I have in India, but now if I can understand that I was actually connecting with Indian ancestors, because I have Indian ancestors, I have Korean ancestors. Can you, like, I've been connecting with them. I think I was not acknowledging. I don't know why. I was trying. It was hard for me to acknowledge. Maybe there's a high possibility when I was actually a Korean in a past life, I had a hard time, because the way I was finding it hard to connect with them. Finally, I'm just like connecting with them. I'm acknowledging the fact that I have Indian, like Indian ancestors are already like connected with them. White ancestors. I finally like the last one is Asian, specifically Korean. The other one was Vietnamese, but now it's Korean, specifically like tribe Korean. And I'm like, oh, it makes sense. Like I had a difficult time when I was in the past life, probably even in this lifetime. But Korean, like the difficulties in acknowledging the fact that I have Asian ancestors, I have like, you know, but it's okay. So they won't tell you how they make money. They don't. I don't know why I always get off the content, but it's if it, how it's supposed to be, then I will let it be. So they won't tell you how they make money because they sell their soul. They do bribes. They don't have wisdom. They get like there's thing that one of Solinger's son said. He said I think I was dating Sky something like that. The girl, the black other black, he was dating him her, and you know what he said? He said when people are actually like I don't know what he was being confronted, and he said like I have Beyonce. I have Beyonce on my side. Something like he said it in a cocky way, in a most nasty way, not wanting to take responsibility for what he said. And this is how they celebrate most of them are. And I know Beyonce is a narcissist. It's just that not a lot of people are aware of it. Because she hide it well. She fucking hide it well. And a lot of people, I don't know which she got her witch doctor because her witch doctor make things disappear somehow. Every time when a celebrate, someone who's not like a celebrate is coming at her, something's happening to that person. Like I don't know where she get that witch doctor. I know she's dirty as fuck. I have to talk about her. She's dirty as fuck. Okay, another. I mentioned the Korean, South Korean actors that are shapeshift to a demon. I don't know whether God is still gonna reveal other ones because I mentioned Park Bo-gum. I mentioned the one in the Walk of Love, who was actually a loan. He was no, the one who was have more money than others. He was a loan shark in that one, and also have own building. So yeah, and also the girl, the most wanted girl, the most like that girl's demonic as fuck. Like I've never watched other things besides the Full House because I was like I wanted to see the rain. So yeah, yeah, I think I've covered some important stuff, even though I get off the content, but it's okay. Like maybe you need to hear that. Oh, another girl that I find it difficult to watch her. She's a South Korean actor to actress is she acted a lawless lawyer. I kind of like the main guy. I don't know whether it's also like a demon himself. I don't know, but the girl he made me stop watching that K drama. I was wanted to watch it, but I was like, let me see the main lead. I was like that girl. I was like that girl is dirty as fuck. Not yet revealed in the dream, but I know she's dead as fuck. She's dirty, like she's so fucking dirty. And I like that they were calling her out. It's just that obviously she have money, she have connection, she's gonna bribe everything out. Even if they have criminal record, even if they kill people, they wipe it out until they can't anymore. Because look at how far R. Kelly went about being a shit person, and every time whenever these girls are coming out, everything was being quiet. But eventually, because God is leaders, you can lie about it, you can lie about the fact how you get money, you can lie the fact that you don't abuse women, you can lie about the fact that you get money in the most integrate way, but you don't. Eventually you're gonna be exposed because you are not God. Like God will give you time to not reveal your shitness because eventually he knows sometimes you can be tempted in some shit things, but the fact that you continue with it despite the fact he tried by all means to warn you about it, but you choose to act like it's not that much. These celebrities, they don't have fucking wisdom how they make money because they got things so easy. They have to just say I'm Beyonce, and then oh Beyonce, and people will be like hey, because obviously a lot of people that support people have a social status that is well known. Because I know that sometimes Beyonce, like I'm not gonna talk Beyonce only, like any celebrity that is well known, some of them don't even pay for anything because whatever probably in a restaurant they'll be like oh it's Beyonce's buying meal, like you don't have to pay anything. They just have to use that. They have to use their face to get by. They don't have integrity. They were like, no, it's your fucking business. Like, I understand that you wanna have me to have free meal, but you need to understand it's also your business, because they like, it's like that. Like they have to be Kylie Jenny, they have to be Khloe Kardashian, and then everything just happened. Do you think you will buy Beyonce's clothes? Like, let's just be honest. If you don't know Beyonce, will you buy Beyonce's clothes? No. I'm not just that America blah 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 jean by I don't know whether they look good or what, but I feel like they look good. It's just that I'm not like a huge fan because I don't know whether they can. I don't like buying things online. Let me just say that I don't prove buying things online, especially I buy things online, right? But I don't buy things online if I don't know yet the material, the texture, and how they look on me. I need to know them first before I end up being comfortable with whatever. So, with like for example, I buy things cotton on online. I don't know whether you'll have cotton on. I know what cotton on brings, and I've never been disappointed. So I just prefer that lifestyle where I have to check whatsoever. So with Kanye West, I was so fucking impressed. So yeah, they don't have fucking wisdom. It's just that they have to be like, I'm Kanye West, and they were like, oh, let's have a deal with Adidas. Oh, I have like I know the obvious some the expense difficulties, because I think not all celebrity use bribe, not all celebrity are nasty, not all celebrity have no integrity. Some they do have integrity, but it's fine. It's happened. Life happens. It's just that I'm talking about those one, because eventually you won't even buy, even like the Rihanna brand. When I'm looking at the lingerie, I'm like, I get it, you all have different style, but does she wear them? Okay, she does wear them because some are cute. Like those flowers, I'm not a huge fan of flower design, but I've like noticed like it's pretty for real, and I've seen her wearing it, like the pant. There was a time she was actually like wearing it, and like, wow, it's cute. But I'm just gonna talk about Rand, because most of the brand, I feel like so these celebrities, they just have to use that I'm who, and then they get by. I'm you, I'm who, I'm who, I'm who. They have to get by, because eventually when you are popping at that time, when you have most talk about celebrate, things will be easy for you. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, I forgot my wallet. They'll be like, oh, it's fine. You can take whatever. So they don't have wisdom, so don't wait for them to give you wisdom, because I did have that kind of conflict with the fact that why the celebrities, the only thing they want us to listen to our art, they want us to listen whatever that they're doing, but they don't give us wisdom, because none of them have it, none of them, not all celebrities though, because the wisdom that they share most of the time is the discrimination that they face, racism that they face, um what other thing, it's being undermined, because that thing, it can happen to anyone. We get undermined a lot. You don't have to be whoever. Being undermined happen to a lot, even in entertainment industry. But most of them, they won't share their wisdom because they don't have it. They don't have it. Like, just think about it. If you ever like listen to Beyonce or Rihanna, to, let me just pause about that. Nicki Minaj. Have you ever like listened to Nicki Minaj when she's actually giving love advice? Sure, sure. Even Kelly Clarkson, when she was like, "Give me piece by piece, na, 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 na. He never lived," like that song, piece. I think it's piece by piece. The way by she was actually happy that she found a man that don't leave, blah blah blah, and they were like, she's codependent as fuck. And when they are divorcing, like, I'm not so fucking surprised, because I remember when I actually commented on Tia, Tia the twin, Tamara, Tia and Tamara, Tia, when I was like, I don't see the relationship working for that long. Like, I didn't see them as people who last, and I was so fucking surprised the fact that they lasted that long. I just like every time when I'm looking at them, there was something off. I didn't figure out why was it off. Why there's something's off about them, and I'm like, I glad she never gave advice around love, because most of them, they don't know love. They don't codependent. They think it's love. And most of these songs, like, I happen to listen to Rihanna Lift Me. Is it Lift Me? Something like that. I didn't finish that song because of how it felt energetically. It was off. The lyrics make sense, but it was off. Like, you just can tell she's miserable. I know it's about Wakanda. This Wakanda movie even itself, like, I don't feel drawn to it. It's the same thing with Lion. Ever since I've noticed that Beyonce was in it, I don't know, it just fell off. It fell off for me to go and watch it. It fell so fucking off. So these celebrities don't have wisdom. You just have to be, oh, I'm Rihanna, I'm Beyonce, I'm this, I'm gonna get that. I know I'm using these two women because I don't understand why they want me to be Beyonce. Why do they want me to be Rihanna? Because I'll never be Rihanna. I don't understand why they want trying to make me Rihanna, because I'll never be Rihanna. I don't want desire to be anyone else. If God wanted me to be Rihanna, He would make me to be Rihanna, not who I am. He won't, like, this shit thing that is going on. I know most of them that they actually had this voice and assume that it's God, because eventually some pick up later than others the fact that they were used, they were selling their soul for shit whatsoever. So I'm just gonna talk about this kind of thing. They don't have a wisdom. They got it so easy. So as when you're breaking generational curse, you, like, God will guide you, your ancestors will guide you, your spiritual team will guide you to do the way they feel like it's on that tick. That's why there's someone who's actually breaking generational curse. There are very few entertainment industry people who actually breaking generational curse. Very few. Beyonce is not breaking generational curse. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it twisted. She's not. She's not breaking it. She's continuing with it. Rihanna is not breaking generational curse. Don't ask some people who are in entertainment industry, they're breaking generational curse. Not all of them. Even those who are breaking it probably are not even that famous. Trust me, they're not even that famous. Maybe they can break a material financially case, but trust me, they're in people they can listen to. They're not people. Yeah, I can listen to music. Like, notice them how they act with interview. That's how. That's who they are. Watch the interview. Watch the interview with Beyonce. Watch interview with Rihanna. Watch interview. You were like, why music is so powerful, but hey, like, eventually that I was in the beginning days. I don't understand. They're so, when they're making music, they sound different, but when they're interview, it's like, uh, it's the same thing with in the actors. They were like, oh, why but interview, like, I know that I'm introvert myself, but definitely there's something off with them. Like whenever they speak, it's like most of them they're revealing the truth, and they're like, I'm not supposed to share this. I'm not like. Anyway, guys, I'm dusty as fuck. I think I have to let it go. I have to say thank you for liking, for subscribing on my YouTube channel, for I don't know, my voice hurts. I don't know my voice. So guys, you don't have to sell your soul to get by. You don't have to have it all. Fame is just temporary, because they find out your skeleton, most of the time you get cancelled. So you don't have to sell your soul to get by. Just know that God does exist. If you want you to be like that, you want to be like that. So selling your soul is not it. So there are other ways that you can live. I know some of us want fame that much, but it's not even worth it.